Greetings, world and family. I am Richard coming to you today being Tuesday, July the 29th. So this video is not going to touch necessarily on a subject that I want to decode or deep dive, or it's not an ascension symptom. It's more of an update. See, on last episode of Rocking Pandora's Box, we were delayed by, I think, a few hours because I was going through some turbulent times or storms with my beloved mother. So, for all of you who are aware, because I know you have, I've been getting so many beautiful, loved, light encoded emails from you, the high priestesses of Gaia, the sisterhood of Lemuria rising, sending me your dragons and your elementals and your lights, and having your higher selves communicate with my mom's higher self. And for that, I am eternally grateful because, see, I'm getting the flesh. She was really pivoting at this time. So, okay. Some of you are aware and some of you will be aware of the first time. And the reason why I decided to go public with this video is because, number one, I have nothing to hide to the family. And what I go through, I find could be very beneficial because if I go through similar situations, I'm not the only one, and not everyone enjoys or likes to talk about private things. So private could mean that it touches me and mine, but it is not something that is secret or hidden. And you are my golden family, so what is happening with you, I am made aware of, and vice versa. But see, my mother, okay, so a quick recap. Years back ago, she had been diagnosed with malignant tumor in her breast. So we had it removed, a chunk. And shortly within that week, her doctor had said, we missed the sliver, so we got to go back under. All right, so that was the same week. So 2 times she was put under in order to go remove this tumor. And from what I saw afterwards is they actually nicked a nerve. So, come back home and, being put under is really hard on the body, and especially, to a beautiful, seasoned woman like my mother. She was born in 1942. So her immune system crashed, and in that she got double strap shingles. So it would be on the same side, which I believe is, her right side. So double shingle would be like at the top of the collarbone and lower. So although it seemed like we got it in time on a pill of medicine, it did not work. And that was the eve of the whole pandemic. So during that time, she was not really present. We had to put her on, some drugs from Big Pharma. But, so for a good year or two, she didn't even see what was happening. So she was not there for the shutdown. So there's that to the advantage. I took good care of her. And, although she came back and all this, the pain was always there. So, and we tried everything, Femi, because thank you for your beautiful messages. I haven't read all of them. Oh, and a little update. I'm very behind on my email, so please be patient with me because navigating everything, I have a delay, but I will get back to all of your emails. Beautiful Femi. But we did try. Did we try everything? It feels like I did. We did. We did acupuncture. We went into, what do you call them? It's like oxygen tanks. So basically it's like a tanning bed that you're rolled in. They shut down and they bring in pure oxygen. And then you breathe that in for an hour. So then that oxygen goes into your bloodstream and brings oxygen to it. Quite expensive each session, but we did this for a year. We tried all kinds of holistic, like organic, like everything, herbs and oils and DSMOs and, healings, Reiki, I mean, I don't even remember everything. I mean, because I was just going through all the lists with my higher self. And, some things did help, but temporarily. So now at one point, after several years on being on Lyrica, which is for nerve damage, which a lot of people who has suffered from shingles get on, and it does help. But my mom, it was like, yeah, she always had the burning on the back and around towards the boob on the other side. And what is funny is that I did tap into my higher self after the operation, and I got that the tumor was not malignant, dangerous, but it was benevolent. So that was a surprise too. But in any case, so we went to the doctor because she has a friend that was on Lyrica for shingles, and she had gained weight and all that. And now they switched her to something else, and then my mom took that in note and wanted this new, and I forget what it's called, and it's not for nerve damage. I think it's more for epilepsy or some brain fog, but it is known to work for migraines and at times nerve damage. So mom wanted to lose weight. So the doctor approved it, went on it, and at the same time she had to go on to an antibiotic for a tooth infection. And see, I did not even click till like now. That antibiotic was supposed to go hand in hand with, because she was taking Lyrica, but then the same day that we got the antibiotic, she switched to something else. So I'm picking up now. It was like a taxation. She was removed from something that was working, put on something that wasn't. Then shock happened. So slowly during the week, she started like changing and going into delirium and I'm sharing this because I think it's a very important matter to discuss about. I mean, I didn't recognize her anymore. She didn't even know how a remote control for the TV worked, right? So, it was just amplifying. And then while the day of Rocking Pandora's Box, it was heightened. So we cut the show short, and I got her off everything that same night. Haisel said, just get her off everything. She needs to sweat it out and all that. And hydration. So Gary and Mel guided me, hydration au bout, and water, feet in water, and Celtic salt on the tongue, and water slow sips, just calm her down a lot. And she slept. The next day she felt a lot better. And now today, which is the next day of that day, her brain is back on a 2 compared to a 10. Whereas 2 days ago, she was 13 past 10. And now I have higher self that's showing me, because for many of you, I keep talking about Yellowstone and what's happening right now. I'm getting that whatever is happening with Gaia in Yellowstone is like a similar version of what was happening to my mom's avatar. So the earth was shaking, it was rumbling, the fever was coming up. And although like Yellowstone, many might think that it's like a Hollywood end world scenario of like total dismay and destruction. It's not going to happen that way. This is what it looked like for my mom. It was a recalibration, almost like an exorcism that happened. Wow, what a beautiful connection. So my mom was going through something too, and all those years, of the drugs for pain and everything. But there was something else behind it as I spoke to my beloved Connie Bunny. It's as if like her soul, because there she was like either 2 nights ago, we dodged a bullet. So like she was out of her body and making a decision, do I stay or do I go? And her higher self with her inner child like connected. And this is what's so beautiful, is that every single one of you, my beloved family, my sisterhood, I know you sent your energy, and that is magic, and that helped so much, and I will eternally be grateful to you. I love you so much. Thank you. And while she was out of her body, This is it. I think that all your magic came in and was like almost like the cheerleaders coming in and the support and the love. And her higher self decided to come back in her body. And like Honey says, this was like some kind of reaching a certain height that now decided to come back. Like things will be so much better for her compared to all those last years. And I see it today. Like we're slowly bringing her back on the Lyrica, but not at the level before she stopped taking it. It's like not even half of it. And her flare-ups on her back and her boob is a 1 on 10. There was a purge, an exorcism, and it's all of you who came in. All of you are so special to me. So my mom is back in her body. The fever's gone. Her brain is back. The pain is not the same. It's lowered. There was a purge, like her inner volcano, like Yellowstone, erupted. Although that one didn't erupt, but that's another story for another video that I really want to talk about Yellowstone. But it's a great example. So, thank you so much. Mom is going to be okay. You know? And I have so much support from you. This is what a family does. We support each other in the comments. I support you. You support me. We support all of each other as we grow. And this soul family grows. Because it is the era of tribes coming together. And although some of you live like far and I live far from you, we're already connecting so deeply. A friendship, soul recognition, remembrance, that word I love to say as I remember remembrance. I was forgetting. Here's to you, Femi. Yum, yum, bubble gum. So, with this, because I do have a Zoom and I got to compose my energy in 20 minutes. I love you. Let's grab a few cards in regards to this whole subject. Higher Self, Oversoul, and Universe, please come on in to the table right now. So, in regards to my intro, so I want to show to me, like, let's talk about Mom, everything I said, that she was like a human version of what's happening with Yellowstone. So if my mom's going through it, I'm sure a lot of other mommies are going through it. Or maybe it's not even your mom, maybe it's you. Maybe it's your children. It is detox. We gotta rearrange the ley lines, the timelines, because many of them are marked through trauma, war, sacrifice. So there's a new pulse, a new heartbeat, a new reawakening. So this is what is being exorcised. Exorcised. You know what I mean. Let's not put Linda Blair with the spinning head. Look, I just find it's a visual title without bringing the Hollywood template on the table. And I also want to know about the famille, the sisterhood. Wishes were manifested with the 9 of Cups. The sisterhood that all came in with their beautiful energy and their love and their light and their healing, because I felt it. Not only do I see it in my mother, but I felt it to me. And it was very warm, was very golden, was very reassuring at a time where I was very confused and I didn't know what to do. See, I never pretend I know everything, and the things that I know I can offer to someone else, but in that you panic, you forget. It's the weirdest thing. So tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in this now. All right, so the first one that did fly out is wishes are manifested and granted with the 9 of Cups. Let's rock, roll. Then we do have, in a time, yes, where, well, you know, it was sorrow. I was like depressed looking at my mother falling here, right? But see, there was hope back here the whole time. So with the 5 of Cups, as I was gloomy, depressed, in despair, seeing at my mom fall, there was always hope here, and I call that you, my famille. Then we moved out of troubled waters, okay? Because we're talking about the past with the first row, and this was like in what happened, like past to now. We moved out of troubled waters with the Six of Swords. That's me, Karen, my mom, and all of you here helping to go to calmer waters. Yay. And then in the now moment, we're holding the world in our hand, crossing the 11th portal, just like my beautiful Queen Honey Bunny had said. Once that she's back, now she's going to have a new life. At the heartbeat, yes, because we had an interference here. Our third wheel party, big pharma, all of that nature that was in the way of thriving, bringing right under the sorrow, more sorrow. Then we do have secrets of the universe had come in. The whole universe, her higher self, all of your higher selves joining forces, banding hands. I think I'm going to cry again. And then for the future, we also have more off-world energy coming in after a dark night of the soul. So what she's been under, it is a cleansing. She's enlightened. It was purifying. All that inner child got cleansed and blip, blap, bloop. And then we also got more off-world generosity, which is all of you with our off-worlds, with our dragons, with the Six of Cups. And we end with, it's going to move really rapidly, the healing from now on. The Chariot being not only a major arcana, but the fastest moving card of the tarot deck. In the clarifying, so my mom was uncomfortable for a long period of time with the Hangman, but she's reawakened with the Halo. At the heartbeat, yes, it's moving in, okay? So it might not be rapid fire, but it moves accordingly to the emotions. It could be one step forward, two steps back, two steps forward, one step back, meaning it's not a freight train, but he wears his emotions on his sleeve. And, you know, in the cup, the emotions is the plasma of the body. The human vessel is 70 to 80% plasma. So the plasma is being healed. And then it's the end of the world with Dolly Parton here because I had to cover her boobs and I enhanced them. So I call her Dolly now, the world. And for a rebirth of another one. In the golden, I'm just so happy. I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm just overwhelmed with the happiness of everything that flipped around in a day or two. Look, when we band together, the magic we can do. I keep calling, there's a 5th season in town now. The 5th one is called Boomerang season. See how we can change things? All right, Goldens. So yes, again with Dolly here, the Star card, the Age of Aquarius. There's so much healing, cleansing her plasma into that beautiful lake right there. Then at the heartbeat, it's magic. We all came together, bounded as above, so below. We called into the elementals in order to call back her higher self and come back into her vessel. And then we end with, she was fighting. Not only Big Pharma stuff, but everything from the past that had been chaining her up, whether it be like unresolved, because she's been doing a lot of inner child clearing, and it's been a very big journey for her, you know, like to go back and clean and forgive. So all those things chained her up. So healing, and then the magic of the magician in regards to what had chained her up, which, you know, it's everything that I mentioned just there. So I do see that I got 15 minutes. Okay, higher self is saying, let's go over it one more time. So our wishes were granted and manifested with the Nine of Cups. In a time where there was sorrow, despair, I was focused on her going down, but there was hope in the background. Then we moved out of troubled waters, okay? Now, in the now moment, she is holding the world in her hand for a new adventure, a new journey in regards to that third wheel stick intrusion that brought heartache. But then we got secrets of the universe and everyone's higher self, including hers, that came online. So this is getting neutralized. For the future, she's coming out of a slumber, a dark night of the soul, enlightened, also with off-world energy. Also with off-world energy, which is also all of your higher selves and all the elementals and the dragon coming to restore another cup. Flowers for, thrive. And then her journey is going to be fast moving, something like never before in a long period of time. clarifying she's been uncomfortable but is enlightened, and the healing and the plasmatoid of her body is slowly rebalancing, and it's going to be a new world for her. In the Goldens, we got off-world healing for the age of Aquarius, all of you cleansing her plasma and her higher self and our off-world Femi, and it's like as above so below, calling back the higher self into the body, and all of us banding together, calling to the elementals, the dragons, and this is what we've battled. Something that chained her up, which is the medication, which is like going back to the past and doing that purging, healing inner child, things of that nature. Let's go grab Mr. Aurélien. My beautiful Femi. All right, Aurélien, come online, por favor. So everything that I mentioned in the intro with the cards, is everything accurate? Like, was all the sisterhood, the family, like part of like contacting her higher self and bringing her back and then finding solace? And now that she's back, it's like she's back with another fragment or another piece of herself that's back. Oh, I didn't catch into that, because now I'm seeing fragments that were long gone have returned to. So there's the healing here in the plasma. I'm seeing the plasma being cleansed out. Okay, so that's all accurate. So is mommy going to be okay? Is her pain ever going to return like it was, like, say, 2 weeks ago? Something happened. She's back in class. I am so excited. I'm so excited to give you updates, Femi, as we go on, move forth. But it's looking very positive. And look, I got the sun here staring at me, being the most positive card of the tarot deck. All right, so, was Aurélien, like, I saw, like, Yellowstone and mom as an example. Is that very accurate? Like, ley lines, love lines, key lines that were built on trauma, sacrifice, warring, and now it's getting cleansed, like the rumbling, the magma of the volcano shifting. This is a very, like, similar thing. So, therefore, a cleansing, a purifying. Okay, so we are loving that. My family! Woo! So, I hope you love my little update. And again, Femi, please be patient with me with the return of the emails. I got some catching up to do. And I want to, just as a little insider, we got some very, very special guests coming in for the month of August. So, keep an eye on the pie, because I think you're going to be very happy. So this end, I want you to be good and kind to yourselves. And again, thank you with all of my heart. I love you unconditionally. Thank you. Rock and roll. I love you back. I didn't want to do the loud one. Mwah! Bye, babies.